What's up, guys?
Nazim, congrats on the victory. I know it wasn't exactly how it played out. I know you wanted to leave a lot more out there, but you did cause the damage. You did cause the strike. So how happy are you with the performance tonight?
Well, I thought the fight was stopped because of a cut. So that was my initial, like, no, don't stop it because of a cut. I know he's tougher than that. I know he's going to want to fight more. But apparently, from what I'm hearing, he couldn't continue because there was damage to his orbital bone, or he had a broken orbital bone or something like that. Anyways, my job is to get in there, cause damage, get my hand raised. I was just dialing in. For me, the fight was just getting started. I feel that 2-3 would have unfolded beautifully regardless. And that's it, you know. I'm ready to go regardless. They stop it, I stop him myself, whatever it is, I'm ready to go to the finish every single time.
Yeah, I'm glad you clarified because we weren't quite sure because it seemed like there was discussion of whether he said he could see or he said he couldn't see or whatever. But what you're hearing is, oh, the damage was a lot more severe than what we saw on TV then.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to hear that like there was a language
barrier. Yeah.
barrier. I don't want to hear that, man. Like that's not. I caused damage. I kicked him hard. Those head kicks, we were setting those up all camp. I don't know if they caught it backstage in the cameras. We were setting that head kick up in the back. We were working that head kick in the back. That head kick was coming all night. More from me in the boxing department. The wrestling department was coming all night. So like I said, I don't know what the language barrier or what it was, but I looked at that man before the start of round 2, and he did not look like he wanted to be there.
So the game plan was always going to employ some kicks.
Yeah, for it's not that it's not for every opponent. I'm always going to use my kicks, but for him in particular, I noticed a few habits that he has, and I wanted to use his aggression against him. And I was actually saying this all week. I talked to Paul Felder, Megan Levy before. I said that the head kick, that left head kick, will be the finishing shot, and it was. He was hurt. I was going to put it on him in the second round, so. Yeah, the head kicks definitely were a big tool that we sharpened this camp because we were gonna definitely kick him a lot.
And it certainly seemed like you had a message to the division, you know, that you wanted to stay active and that you're willing for any sort of takers. But was it with a performance like that and the damage that you were able to do, is that sort of sending a message to the division of what you're capable of?
I mean, every fight I've been a part of, nobody's left with their face looking the same. Every one of my professional fights, go back to UFC Fight Pass and check my Fury fights, my Cage Fury fights. There's no opponent that stepped in the cage with me that left looking with their face the same. So that's what I do best. I create damage, whether it's going to be to take somebody down, elbow them in the orbital bone, or kick them in the orbital bone, however they want it, they're going to get it. And the lightweight division is stacked with killers, and I'm the killer of all killers.
And I know you wanted to get in there a lot sooner. You know, has it been tough not being in the cage and getting the fights that you probably wanted to?
I'm doing my thing. I'm training. I used that year to train. I got a place out in Vegas. I'm collabing now with Ray Longo, John Wood. Like it's a killer camp I have now. So like I'm ready for more. You know, like I definitely want to get back in there. Hopefully April. You know, if something opens up, I'll be ready. I only have a sore what is it? Calf? Yeah, I have a sore calf, sore ankle. I'll be back in the gym relatively soon, getting ready for my next one.
That collaboration with Longo and them, is that something somewhat new?
Yeah, I mean, so I moved officially to Vegas like in October, and it was like a random move because I was always going back and forth with Vegas. I moved randomly in October. But I'm still, Ray Longo's still in my corner. I'm still keeping in touch with my guys in New York. I'm still going to be going back to New York. So like, I'm just balancing the both, and it's worked out for me wonderfully in these last months, in this last year. So I'm gonna keep at it.
And I know you didn't really say any particular names out there, but are there names that you're, you know, kind of high on your list that you'd like to see yourself opposite in the octagon?
Every time I get asked this question, I have like a brain freeze. Like, who do you want to fight? I don't know because I'll fight anybody. Like, I do want to fight everybody, literally. Like, I look at my teammates' career paths, and these guys had like 12 fight win streaks, and they fought everybody. So by the time their top fights came around, by the time their title shots came around, they finished everybody. Merab's over here doing a second lap. He's doing rematches. There's nobody for him to fight. So I really don't care. I really will fight. I'm ready. I'm young, I'm hungry, and like I said, it's a killer division, but I'm going to kill all these killers.
And you mentioned training with guys like Merab. What does that do for you, having those kind of guys in the training camp to kind of test yourself against?
The dude does like 25 rounds, so I don't know. I stop at about 11, 10, and then he just keeps going. So it's nice. It's nice to see.
Yeah.
Nice to see his machine work.
That's awesome. I guess, you said you want to get back in April. What's the perfect number of fights? I know you want to stay active. How many fights a year are you trying to get that you think that you'll be at peak performance every time you get in there?
4 or 5, because I feel like right now, at the point of the career that I'm at right now, it's an opportunity for me to break through and establish myself. I think today was a breakthrough, but more to come, nonetheless. And I think a really active year with 4 or 5 fights would be ideal. That would be the ideal world for me. After that, I'm sure, God willing, inshallah, with a good win streak, we'll slow it down and start picking and choosing, and I'm sure the UFC will handle all that. I'm not worried about that. I just want to fight and fight again and fight again and again, and after that, some more.
Congrats on the victory
Thank
tonight.
you very much.
Добрый вечер, Назим. С победой. Каким изначально, если не секрет, был план на бой? Потому что вряд ли ты планировал его финишировать уже в первом раунде. Или планировал?
Не, я не то, что планировал. Планы на когда будет финиш, никогда нельзя ставить на это ставки. Но я знал, что вот я буду пробивать ногами в корпус, по голове, несколько раз по корпусу, чтобы открыть его голову. Он спускает правую руку, он ее очень часто спускает. И поэтому я хотел зарядить ему вот этот хед-кик, который получился. И для меня бой только начинался. Для меня вот это было мое начало. Вот для меня вот бой начинается. Я увидел кровь, это для меня только было начало. Поэтому второй, третий раунд для меня был бы очень интересен, но в любом случае, вот как говорится, у него было много damage, он сломал себе, как эта кость называется? Orbital, да? Orbital bone. Вот, и все. Как так.
Но ты не расстроился, что все так рано завершилось, потому что у тебя больше года простоя было, и сейчас, по сути, даже не успел почувствовать ничего?
Да просто такой соперник, как Бонфим, я думал, что у нас будет вот реально война. Вот я готов был реально вот оставить все в клетке. Поэтому я рассчитывал на больше, но опять же, вот я думаю, это была сечка. Я думаю, остановили из-за сечки, но он сам не смог продолжить. Он сам отказался от второго раунда. Его спросил доктор, можешь ты продолжить? Он говорит нет. Поэтому это как бы я этого не ожидал. Но в любом случае я готов к войне всегда.
Сегодня было много хороших финишей. Почему 50K должна достаться именно тебе?
Потому что я 50K man. И помимо сегодня у меня будет всегда выступления, которые будут стоить 50K. Поэтому в любом случае пусть принадлежит эти 50K кому надо. То есть кто заслужил, пусть тому и будет.
И последний вопрос. Ты сказал в октагоне, что твоя цель – это пояс, но за поясом там к исламу целая очередь стоит. Есть ли кто-то из топ-15, с кем бы ты прям вот хотел подраться?
Я в последнее время, вот в прошлом году я говорил насчет Гамрота. Я хотел себя проверить против борца такого калибра. Поэтому мне очень интересно было бы моя контрборьба, моя стойка, моя выносливость. Мне интересно было бы с ним подраться. И он в топ-10, по-моему, да? И это как раз вот боец из топ-10. Поэтому мне этот бой очень был бы интересен.
Спасибо большое, удачи.
Спасибо огромное. That's it. Thank you, guys. Have a good night, guys.